Well, sir, if I may start at the beginning, my name's Howard Fleck. I'm a photographer. I was out on the Bayou Lafourche this morning, just east of Houma, taking some pictures. Mostly I try and sell pictures to the nature magazines, so there I was, hiding in the bushes with my telephoto trained on this heron. Well, just as I pressed the shutter, it flew off, and all kind of startled, I wondered what in the hell had made it fly away like that. Then, I saw this woman, okay? Now, I was still in the bushes, so she hadn't actually seen me, not at this point. She was a very striking young lady. She had sort of a punky, new wave hair, very striking. I thought, you know what, get some shots of her. I mean, there's more than one kind of magazine buys pictures, if you fellas catch my drift. I mean, naturally, I would have asked for permission after the event, but I didn't want to risk the spontaneity by telling her I was there right off. So anyway, there she was in the water, and I'm snapping away there. And then, this awful, wet, sort of green-black, maggoty-looking piece of business just dropped right on the shoulder. I didn't know what it was. I'm trying to pan across the sea, right? I mean, it happened so fast, it could have been a snake or a gator or anything. I was so rattled I couldn't get it in my viewfinder. It was right about then I got a whiff of its scent. It smelled like manure. I steadied the camera, and that was... It was talking in this dreadful, slow, creaky kind of voice, but I didn't, catch any of it. They were beyond earshot, so only the bushes could judge what they said, or if it was proper. As the Lord's my witness, I ain't never seen nothing so disgusting. There was bugs and mold on that thing, and she was kissing it. I was so shocked. I almost forgot to reload my camera. I almost threw up. I tell you, I saw things that'd turn a man's stomach before they finally up and left. Gentlemen, I went through purgatory for these pictures. As I see it, you ought to be grateful I'm offering them to you first. Pictures like these, I could take them and sell them anywhere. Anywhere in the world. The memory of our goodbye kiss is with me as I crackle through the green lattice that girds the planet. Out of Louisiana, humid and sensuous, down through the mineral-rich soil of Mexico, through Nicaragua and Colombia, and finally to Brazil. South of Concordia, I find the source of the Tefe. The green about me suggests exciting new possibilities for form and color. I locate a single seed within the web, and I begin to grow. Very nice. You must introduce me to your tailor. And also very punctual, I might add. The helicopter I chartered only dropped me off here 20 minutes ago, which is about as long as I could keep the locals pacified. They were getting very shirty about me being in the neighborhood, and I don't talk the language well enough to reassure them. Still, you're here now, so I don't suppose they'll give us much back chat. Strange. They seem more reverent than frightened. Why should they be frightened? They've seen your sort before. My sort? What do you mean? I mean, you're not the first swamp elemental by a long shot. Over the centuries, circumstances have conspired to make others like you when the need arose. Constantine, where are they leading us? Just be patient and you'll see. Now, given that all these plant elementals were as indestructible as you, and given that you haven't heard of any around lately, where'd you suppose they went, eh? When they lived too long and grown too wise for the distractions of the world, where'd they go? It's like elephants. You ever hear of the elephant's graveyard? Well, it's like that. Oh, whoops. Anyway, listen, I can't come with you beyond this point. Humans aren't allowed unless they're called. You go on ahead and you'll see it. The whole shooting match. The Parliament of Trees. Hummingbirds hang in the warm blur of the ground fog, like bullets, frozen in flight. In their perfumed garden, the rooted giants maintain a gigantic silence. The afternoon light falls in shafts, golden and timeless, and I am touched by an unbearable nostalgia, a haunting sense of familiarity and deja vu. I know this place. Any moment now, a parrot will scream. Each new texture, each lurid new color brings a pang of recognition. Every detail, every incongruity. A model airplane hangs from a branch, tied with thread. A breeze tilts its bright plastic wing, and I know an inexplicable sadness. High above, the vivid red shriek of a parrot splashes out over the green of the treetops. Can it be then? Am I home? Only the giants, huge and mute, continue to disturb me. Is this how they have chosen to spend eternity? Motionless, unspeaking, rainwater pooling in the sockets of their eyes. I was told that I would find answers here. I found marvels. I found a garden of enigma and a graveyard of legends. No answers. No questions. You heard me. Heard me, though I did not speak. Flesh speaks. Wood listens. You have approached the Parliament. Your ancestors welcome you. Ancestors? But how can I have a lineage when my creation was an accident? Spring follows winter. Autumn follows summer. There are no accidents. You are a necessary creation of the world.
as are we all.
But I was not born a plant elemental. If that is truly what I am, and my consciousness is borrowed from a dead man, I am not like you.
You are exactly like me. I was Alex Olson, 1905. I was a scientist working in a swamp experiment. Sabotaged and the explosion. It killed me. Took me away from my beloved Linda.
Linda, but that is my story. I was Alec Holland.
Coincidence is the pattern of the world's back. The stories of all that are rooted here have their similarities. See, your immediate predecessor stands yonder as an example. His name was Albert Hollerer, a German pilot, shot down into a bog in 1942. He died in flames, but his mind survived, albeit damaged and confused, and rose again, dressed in dirt and moss. After a decade of tortured, aimless wandering, he found the Parliament. He brought the toy with him, a dim reminder of his former life. No other trace remains. He has been rooted here for 32 years. Oh, our stories are subtly different, yet the underlying pattern remains constant. A man dies in flames. A monster rises from the mire. Sacrifice and resurrection. That is always our beginning. Our ending is always here in this grove. And we've inherited our green mantle. You also come to join us in our rest.
I cannot rest. Not yet. I have much to do. If the danger that threatens this world is to be averted, I came seeking knowledge that might help me in my task.
You are like us. You are an Earl King. Knowledge is your birthright. You may address the Parliament.
But how can they still speak?
Flesh speaks, wood listens. I, alone here, still remember how to form words. If you wish to share the knowledge of the Parliament, you must sit and be still and listen. Let your roots intertwine with our roots. Let your mind intertwine with our mind. clumsy fingers, and I tumble amongst the souls of giants. For a moment, I understand how very small my largest thoughts have been, and I know terror. Then suddenly the cold shock of mental immersion. I am drowning in their ancient intelligence, their bottomless memories. In England, 300 years ago, I was Alf Odlin, Stuart Frisbee, set my croft afire. He wanted to bet. My beloved Bill. I ran out, blazing, into the pen. After I rose, men called me Jack in the Green. December 1942. I was Albert Hollerer. As I took off, Stilnacht, Heilignacht drifted from the bar. Later there were flames in the cockpit, dark trees hurtling up at me. I called my wife's name twice. In old China, they call and the elephants ate from my hand. So many lives, so much knowledge. They understand so much about this curious vegetable form of ours. How to use it to its fullest potential. I see now how limited, how human I have been in my thinking. The ability to reason, to travel effortlessly in the green, this seemed marvelous to me, but there is so much more, so much that I had not imagined. I have restricted myself to one size, to one shape. I have never attempted to animate dead or carve in wood with my consciousness. Never thought to manipulate insects with my scents and juices. So many possibilities. Each fascinating hint, each dazzling new concept leads me deeper into the unmappable continent of their mind. Something about multiple body control, something about time travel. Could it be? I venture further. At last, they notice me.
What is it?
A new mind in the Parliament.
It is very young. What does it want?
Eternal trees, please forgive this intrusion. I came seeking knowledge. The great danger threatens. I must know how to use my power to its best advantage. Power is not the thing to be calm within oneself. That is the way of the world.
Power tempts anger, and anger is like wildfire. Avoid it.
We sense disturbance and uncertainty in you. Why so?
I do not know. I have traveled the country and seen much that is evil, and it preys upon my mind. I wonder if nature can be just to allow such things.
Flesh doubts, wood knows.
If you wish to understand evil, you must understand the bark, the roots, the worms of the earth. That is the wisdom of an Earl King. Aphid eats leaf, ladybug eats aphid. Soil absorbs dead ladybug, plant feeds upon soil. Is aphid evil? Is ladybug evil? Is soil evil? Where is evil in all the wood?
But I do not understand. How is this to help me?
The Parliament has spoken, the audience is concluded.
Concluded.
But I still have to ask so many questions. They shut me out. They excluded me from their mind. The Parliament has spoken. You had best leave. But it was so brief. I was not given a direct answer. You were told to avoid power, to avoid anger. Perhaps you were not listening as wood should listen. Go now, for this is not your resting place. Not yet.
Well, what did they say?
They said that I must avoid power and beware of anger. And they asked me, where is evil in all the wood?
Is that all? Bloody hell, I've read better horoscopes in the Daily Mirror. Wood elementals, they've all got dry rot, you know, all of them. Where is evil in all the wood? They should have asked me. I could have told them, I could have said, well, as it happens, Chief, it's where we're meeting our chums tomorrow. Down there, mate, down in the Isle of Chillo. In the forests of Quincarvey. There is evil in all the wood. Hiding in a cave. Wearing a waistcoat of human skin. Planning the destruction of heaven. It's a good thing I'm on the case. With a team of experts. They'll meet us on Chillo tomorrow. Frank, Ben, Sister Anne-Marie, same team we had in Newcastle. Not that that's a particularly good example. Anyway, everything's fine. We don't need any help from a bunch of geriatric evergreens. Where is evil in all the wood? Makes you want to spit. Chief? You all right?
They did not want me, Constantine. They were creatures like me. And they cast me out.
Hey, you can't just throw me out!
It's late, Mr. Fleck, and these offices are closing. Thank you for leaving us your prints, and we'll call you when we've reached a decision. Good night now. Huh. Slimy little creep. He thought he was slicker than nasal detritus on a door handle.
What about his pictures? Should we use them?
Nah, no paper sold outside a supermarket would use these. I mean, it's just a guy in a suit. On this one you can see. See the zipper? Look, isn't that a zipper?
I don't know. The anatomy's all wrong. What do you think, Marty? You keeping awful quiet? I recognize her. The woman in the pictures. Recognize her hair. You know how we sometimes have troubles with our little Sandra and how she attends that Elysium Lawns place? This woman works there, looking after kids. Kids? Well, that gives us a parental concern angle. I say we print and be damned.